Okay, today I am reporting from the woods, kind of, here in Guillermo, California, St. Andrew's Abbey. First week of Advent, wishing you a blessed season. Um, it turns out I'm going to become an oblate here. I'm super, super excited. I'm going to make a confession this afternoon, and then Sunday morning after breakfast, I am going to become a novice. There's I think it's called an investiture. I have to go buy a Saint Benedict medal at the bookstore. Anyway, this is something that's been in the works for a long time, and this is a beautiful place, the Benedictine Abbey um, monastery. And over the years, I've been here many times. The first time I came, I had just been diagnosed with cancer. That was about 23 years ago. And I really thought I was going to die, or I thought I could die, of course. And so I came. I hadn't been a Catholic very long, I think 4 years, and I came, and that's where I learned about the Divine Office, because they have vigils at 6, lauds at 7:30 a.m., masses at noon. They have vespers at 5 and compline at 7:30. Uh, anyway, that's where I was introduced to the office and the rule of Saint Benedict, and Uh, so I came here then, came many more times. I spent Christmas here the year my mother died. Um, so it was another deep time that I was here. I just came by myself, as I always do. Um, but it's interesting as I look back over the death, the coming face to face with death. And in fact, they have a cemetery here. The monks, of course, are buried there, but there's also a big section for oblates. So if you become an oblate, you can be buried here. Very beautiful up in the mountains, or up at the top of a hill surrounded by mountains. And I just feel this deep certitude that has been growing, I think, this past year especially. I did the 9-month Ignatian exercises, and then I was in Ireland. I've mentioned my time in Ireland was in some ways kind of a desert, and I see now, I think this desire and this certainty was growing in my heart. I mean, I was certainly, even when I was there, I did a silent retreat there, and I spoke to my spiritual director. And interestingly, I said the grace I wanted was to order my life more closely to prayer. And I'd mentioned to her that had been I started discerning the oblateship probably 4 years ago, and I went several times to meetings and uh, had a contact, a director here that I still do, Saint Father Francis. But COVID intervened. The whole thing, the monastery was closed to retreatants. We couldn't meet, um, and then I ended up moving to Tucson in the meantime. So, um, but today I took a beautiful walk. The cottonwoods are this gorgeous gold, amber, deep gold, pumpkin, butternut. It's just amber. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. There's chamisa and all the beautiful smells of the Joshua trees, the smells of kind of early winter in the desert. And I thought about how deeply I long for a spiritual home, a spiritual, loose kind of spiritual community, a focus for my love, for my prayer, like people to whom I can put a face, that I can be praying with, and to whom I can particularly kind of, yeah, pray in a special way for them. Of course, we're always praying for the world. And also how, a long history of, um, I mean, I hate to pathologize it, but, in my case, it kind of did become pathological, whatever you want to call it, romantic obsession, love addiction, which is really just a deep, deep longing for love, to love, to be loved, to belong. that just kind of goes sideways, fastens in the wrong object. And now I see, oh, see, this is through all that, the death and crucifixion and resurrection. And now, um, always under the mantle of Mary, of course, our mother. Uh, Friday, of course, will be the Feast of the Immaculate Conception, which is also nice that I will start my novitiate on that day. Um, but yeah, like to make a commitment to be, as a layperson, be connected with a particular monastery and to take vows of stability. And I'm not sure what the other vows are. I'm going to get straight on that. Obedience, perhaps, whatever, poverty, chastity. I mean, I'm totally on board with all of that already. Um, I know stability is one. Um, that it's like, oh, here's the focus. Here's the focus I was looking for. Again, it's not like, oh, I'm just going to narrow my focus so it's only on one place and one group of people. It's not that at all. It's to be grounded in this one place in order to, of course, expand. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Look at these beautiful trees waving about. I hope you're all having a beautiful Advent and thus far, deep time, penitential season, and time of deep light shining in darkness. So, okay, thanks so much. I'm trying to make one of these every week and be a little more regular. So, thus, this is why I'm out in the woods with my T-Mobile personal hotspot. Okay, God be with you.